In the heart of the charming kingdom of Sweetland, there lived a kind-hearted princess named Ruby. She had a talent for baking the most delightful treats and a secret ingredient that made her confections truly magical. After years of perfecting her recipes, Princess Ruby decided to open her very own bakery, hoping to spread joy and a bit of magic throughout the kingdom. The grand opening was a sight to behold. Banners waved in the gentle breeze, and the aroma of freshly baked goods filled the air. People from all corners of Sweetland gathered in excitement, eager to taste the legendary treats. Princess Ruby, with her bright red hair and sparkling eyes, welcomed each guest with a warm smile. The first customer, a young boy named Leo, eagerly bought a sparkling blueberry muffin. As soon as he took a bite, he felt a surge of energy and ran around the bakery faster than ever before. Word of the magical treat spread quickly, and soon, a line of customers stretched around the block. As the day continued, Ruby saw faces filled with delight and amazement. Children laughed as they tried cookies that made them giggle uncontrollably, and adults marveled at the pastries that filled them with warmth and happiness. Ruby's heart swelled with pride and joy as she watched her bakery become a place of wonder and magic. She knew that this was just the beginning of a new and exciting adventure in her life. As the days passed, Princess Ruby's bakery became the most popular spot in Sweetlandia. The enchanting aroma of her treats wafted through the streets, drawing people from far and wide. The kingdom buzzed with curiosity about the secret ingredient that made her baked goods so magical. Only Princess Ruby and her loyal friend, Oliver the Owl, knew the truth. The magic came from enchanted berries found deep within the enchanted forest. One sunny afternoon, a curious baker named Chef Hugo visited the bakery. He was renowned in his own kingdom for his culinary skills and had traveled far to uncover the secret behind Ruby's legendary treats. As he admired the glowing cookies and sparkling pastries, he couldn't resist asking, "Princess Ruby, what is your secret?" Ruby smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling. "It's all in the love and care I put into my baking," she replied, evading the question. Chef Hugo, however, was not easily satisfied. Determined to discover the truth, he devised a plan to follow Ruby and Oliver on their nightly trip to the enchanted forest. That night, as the moonlight bathed the forest in a silvery glow, Ruby and Oliver ventured deep into the woods to gather the special berries. Unbeknownst to them, Chef Hugo trailed closely behind, his heart pounding with excitement. As he watched them pick the glowing berries, his eyes widened with wonder. He now knew the secret, but he did not understand the care and respect required to use the enchanted berries properly. Deep in the enchanted forest, Princess Ruby and Oliver carefully picked the glowing berries, their luminescent light casting an ethereal glow around them. They moved quietly, respecting the magical environment. Just as Ruby was about to fill her basket, they heard a rustling in the bushes. Out stepped Chef Hugo, his eyes gleaming with excitement and greed. "I knew there was something magical about your treats," he exclaimed, stepping closer. Princess Ruby was startled but maintained her composure. "These berries are a gift from the forest, Hugo. They must be used with care and respect," she explained, her voice calm yet firm. But Chef Hugo, consumed by his desire to replicate Ruby's success, paid no heed to her warning. He grabbed a handful of berries and dashed off into the night, his heart racing with anticipation. Ruby and Oliver hurried back to the bakery, their minds filled with worry. They knew the enchanted berries held immense power, and that misuse could lead to unpredictable consequences. The next morning, the kingdom of Sweetland was in turmoil. News spread quickly. Chef Hugo had opened his own bakery, selling magical treats. But instead of bringing joy, his creations caused chaos. People floated uncontrollably in mid-air, animals began speaking in human tongues, and the weather changed from sunny to stormy in an instant. The once peaceful kingdom was now a scene of pandemonium. Ruby realized the gravity of the situation. She knew she had to act swiftly to restore balance and protect her beloved Sweetland from further chaos. Gathering her courage, she and Oliver set off to confront Chef Hugo, determined to make things right. They hoped that Hugo would understand the consequences of his actions and agree to return the berries to the forest where they belonged. Realizing the trouble caused by Chef Hugo's misuse of the enchanted berries, Princess Ruby knew she had to act quickly. With Oliver by her side, she set off to confront Chef Hugo. They found him in his bakery, frantically trying to control the chaos his treats had unleashed. His once proud face was now a picture of regret and worry. "Hugo, you must return the berries to the forest," Ruby pleaded, her voice filled with urgency. "They are not meant to be used this way. Their magic is too powerful to be handled without care." Chef Hugo, seeing the distress he had caused, hung his head in shame. "I only wanted to create something wonderful like you," he admitted, tears welling up in his eyes. The sight of Sweetlandia's joyful people turned into panic-stricken figures haunted him. Princess Ruby gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "You have the talent, Hugo. Let me show you how to use it wisely." Her kindness and understanding brought a glimmer of hope to Hugo's eyes. Together, they gathered the remaining enchanted berries and made their way back to the enchanted forest. As they returned the berries to their rightful place, the chaos in Sweetlandia began to subside. People who had been floating gently returned to the ground, animals reverted to their usual selves, and the weather calmed, bathing the kingdom in a serene glow. Back at the bakery, Ruby taught Hugo the importance of balance and respect for the magic of the forest. She showed him how to use the enchanted berries in small amounts, ensuring the treats brought joy without causing harm. Hugo listened intently, grateful for the second chance. The two bakers returned to Ruby's bakery, where they worked together to create new, balanced recipes. With Hugo's creativity and Ruby's magical touch, the bakery became even more extraordinary. They crafted treats that could make people laugh, sing, and even dance, all while keeping the magic in harmony with the natural world. With the chaos behind them, Princess Ruby and Chef Hugo formed a partnership that transformed the bakery into an even more magical place. Hugo's creative flair and Ruby's enchanted touch combined to create confections that brought joy and wonder to everyone who tasted them. Word spread quickly, and soon people from neighboring kingdoms flocked to Sweetlandia to experience the magical treats firsthand. Inside the bakery, the atmosphere was always vibrant and cheerful. The shelves were lined with colorful cupcakes that could make people laugh uncontrollably, cookies that made them sing with delight, and pastries that gave them a burst of energy for a spontaneous dance. Each treat was carefully crafted, ensuring that the magic was just enough to bring happiness without causing chaos. One day, a young girl named Lily visited the bakery with her grandmother. She looked around in awe at the array of treats, her eyes wide with wonder. Ruby handed her a sparkling cupcake, and as Lily took a bite, her face lit up with a radiant smile. She began to laugh, a sound so infectious that everyone in the bakery joined in, filling the room with joyous laughter. Seeing the happiness their creations brought, Ruby and Hugo felt a deep sense of fulfillment. They realized that the true magic of their bakery was not just in the enchanted berries, but in the love and care they put into their baking and the joy they spread throughout the kingdom. The bakery became a symbol of friendship, kindness, and the power of working together. Ruby and Hugo often hosted baking workshops, teaching children and aspiring bakers the importance of balance and respect for the magic of the forest. These sessions were always filled with laughter, learning, and delicious treats. As the seasons changed, the bakery continued to thrive. Festivals and celebrations in Sweetlandia always featured Ruby and Hugo's magical treats, making every event special. The people of Sweetlandia cherished the bakery, not just for its delightful confections, but for the warmth and happiness it brought into their lives. And so, the kingdom of Sweetlandia flourished, with Princess Ruby and Chef Hugo spreading sweetness and magic throughout the land, one delightful treat at a time. The bakery's story was a testament to the power of kindness, cooperation, and a little bit of magic. Ruby and Hugo's friendship grew stronger, and together, they continued to create wonders that brought smiles to faces young and old,